Alright guys, my suit is on, guys. My suit is on. Like it's time. Hitmaster Perfect Suppression build, guys. The Hitmaster. I've been playing this since Wednesday, since the patch with the new balance patch, right? And I can now give presentation on this, guys. Can now finally give it. So, guys, what is it, huh? What is it? Well, recent balance patch, non-entropy perfect suppression build. Okay, guys. It uses 3 spender skills, right? 3, not 2 like the entropy version. 3. It's Hitmaster, so you don't have to worry about your position, and it's very spammy, and it's not entropy, so automatically it's happiness, and you get to use the rare skill Piercing Thorn, skill that was no one used ever except in PvP. Types of builds, guys. There are 2 types of builds, okay? There's one that uses the full nightmare set, and then there's 2 nightmare for Dominion. So the nightmare set uses either full crit, full swift, or 50-50 split. And it's easier to manage and play because you just activate nightmare and that's it. And then there's the one that's 4 Dominion and 2 nightmare. This one only goes full swift. It's the highest damage potential. It's higher damage potential than nightmare. And it's also, because it's Dom set, yes, it's a bit annoying because Dom set. Surely, guys, Amazon reworks, or not Amazon, sorry, Smilegate, you know, buffs Dom set, like they rework it, guys, copium, right? Anyways, guys, for this video, I will only be talking about the 2 nightmare for Dominion, okay? Because that's the one I play, alright? Playstyle, guys, playstyle, guys. So it's pretty easy. Step 1, activate Dom set. Step 2, use spender skill. No gauge equals use gauge builder skills. Win. That's it. That's it. Look, I'll give you a live demonstration. Look at this. Like, look. Activate Dom set. Use spender. Use spend. Like, and then use gauge builder and just spam. Win. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Amazing. Yeah. And in case you don't understand this, guys, I prepared a flow chart for you guys. Just in case you need to know, okay? So start fight, activate Dom set, at least 20% gauge, yes, use spender, no, use gauge builder. Is boss dead? No. It keeps looping until boss is dead. Done. Guys, that's simple. No CNJ before Dom. We'll get to that. I'll answer that later. Here's your spender skills, guys. So you use Cruel Cutter, Grind Chain, and Spinning Weapon. Okay, guys? So these skills are non-back attack. And Cruel Cutter is usually a back attack, but the second tripod, the green one here, makes it so that it's Hitmaster. And it also increases in damage. Piercing Thorn is also your main damage skill, right? I believe it's your 4th highest. It's a non-spender. It also doesn't build gauge. And here's your gauge builders. Alright, guys? So you got Demonic Clone, Rising Claw, Howl, and Decimate. Decimate is also a good damage skill, and it also generates meter. Okay? Keep that in mind. And highest wealth goes to Demonic Clone, and then purples on Howl and Decimate. And yes, I know some of you guys don't have a second purple wealth because you're lazy, because you don't want to go get sea bounties, alright? So therefore, put your 2nd highest on Howl, and then your 3rd highest on Decimate, okay? If you want to know how much damage each of these skills do, I made a pie chart for this. And this is how your damage distribution should look. This is in 1 Dominion cycle, so 2 minutes. So I activated Dom, and I kept hitting the boss on you know, like just 100% uptime. Okay, anyways, guys, Grind Chain 23%, Spinning Weapon 21, 19, 17, Decimate 11. Surprisingly, your counter Rising Claw is actually 2.5%. Actually kind of big. And then the bleed, so this bleed counts as your bleed rune, and also there is a bleed tripod on cruel cutter. So I just combined the two. So this bleed rune and this bleed tripod, it's 2% of your damage total, actually, and then 4.5% on everything else, which is like your gauge builder. You counted every bleed tick? You must be really smart. Yeah, you know, like what like what can I say, guys? Like, I'm so good at math, dude. Conviction judgment runes are a must-have, okay? You need these. If you don't have this build is not gonna work, all right? It's not gonna work very well. Basically, with C and J, which is conviction judgment, you use it before you awakening to activate Dom set. So you have a lower awakening cooldown, okay? That basically equals more Dominion set or less Dominion set downtime. Also enables you to be more spammy in your rotation, because if you activate it, you'll have lower cooldowns. Conviction judgment is actually hit based and not on cast. So what that means is 40% chance to imbue conviction onto yourself for 3 seconds, right? That counts for each of these hits. So it's actually best if you put it on multi-slots or multi-hit skills. That's why I like to put it on spinning weapon and grind chain, all right? Now you could do it on, I have tried it on different skills like rising claw and cruel cutter. The thing with rising claw is it's only 4 hits, you know, 40% 4 times, you know, I can see that not proccing, and it kind of fucking sucks. Whereas if you do this is like a lot of hits. So I like it's probably better to just put it on spinning weapon, cruel cutter. So engravings, guys, engravings. This is how your engravings should look, okay? This is an example 5x3+1 build, okay? So it looks like Raid, Grudge, Keen Blood, Mass, Adrenaline, PS1. If you somehow have a 9/7, then go Perfect Suppression level 3 Adrenaline. This is like the best 9/7 setup you can get right here. This is BIS right here. What if I win lottery with 9/9? Can I go PS2 or is Adrenaline 2 always better? Just always go per PS3. There's no point going PS2 unless you're lacking on crit. But I don't think you should have that issue if you're going 5x3+2. PS3 just gives you more damage. Okay, now some alternative engravings. All right, alternative. Okay, alternative. Okay, you can go Curse Doll instead of Mass Increase. Okay, now this can be cheaper because Mass Increase and Full Swift shares you know, the market with other shit, you know, like Slayer, Emperor Arcana. You know, it could be expensive to go Full Swift Mass Increase, so Curse Doll may be cheaper. It is slightly less damage because it's like 2% less AP. And this is the Giga budget option, okay? I don't normally recommend this unless you're like some fucking like working man. You can go Hitmaster, okay? I don't recommend this, but it is an option. So Hitmaster would only affect 4 of your skills, your main damage skill. That's it. It doesn't affect Demonic Clone, Rising Cloud, Decimate, and Howl because they're all back attack. But it's not, and it also doesn't affect your awakening. So it's less damage, but it works. But like, I don't recommend it. Okay. PS1 versus PS3, not PlayStation 1 versus PlayStation 3. Perfect Suppression 1 versus Perfect Suppression 3. Okay. We already mentioned this, but Perfect Suppression level 3 is BIS with a 9/7. So one thing you want to keep in mind is in the description for Perfect Suppression, it says normal skill damage, guys. Keyword normal. What that means is this affects only Cruel Cutter, Grind Chain, and Spinning Weapon. That's it. So that's why I recommend going PS1 unless you have a 9/7, then go PS3. What 9/7 should I cut? Adrenaline Raid Captain or Adrenaline First Doll or Adrenaline Mass Increase, I guess. I don't know. Why that works. So here's your gems, guys. You go Damage Gem on Piercing Thor, Grind Chain, Cruel Cutter, Spinning Weapon, Decimate, and then cooldowns on the same damage skills with a extra cooldown on the Howl. So it uses 6 cooldown, 5 damage. Easy. So don't sleep on cooldown gems. Right now, this is my setup with 7 cooldowns. I've been playing this for about a week, and I have to say the level 9 cooldowns are gonna help a lot. Managing Conviction Judgment with Dom set. Alright guys, so this is the most annoying part about this set. It's very crucial for getting the most out of the build. Alright, so you want to make sure you use C and J, proc C and J, and then Awakening for lower Awakening cooldown. C and J has a cooldown when you proc Judgment. It's 30 seconds. So if you already proc Judgment, boom, 30 seconds gone, boom. So now this can be a little difficult to manage because you might have your Awakening up, no dom set, and then you want to use it with C and J, but your Judgment is on cooldown, right? So you're just like, fuck, now I gotta wait. You have around like 5 to 8 seconds of no dom set if you prior activated your Awakening with C and J. If you don't use C and J, you have around 26 to 30 seconds of no dom set. Depending on the fight, you might just want to yeet out your fucking Awakening because you just recently procced Conviction Judgment and like you don't want to wait. So you know, like sometimes you're just gonna be like, oh shit, well I'm just gonna activate it, and then you're gonna have to deal with the downtime after. Otherwise, you know, you can wait a bit, see if you activate Conviction Judgment. See, like if you think you activated Conviction Judgment like pretty recently and you're not gonna have it up, then you might as well just fucking use your Awakening, right? I don't really think you should save it, but it depends on the fight. Depends on the fight. You just gotta play it by ear, kind of. Would you ever recommend going Awakening? You could for 100% inner Awakening uptime, but you'd miss out on a damage engraving. So it'd be lower damage for easier dom set management. I don't recommend it. Now we go to the pros and cons. That's basically this build. Now the pros and cons at the end. Non-positional, spammy, full swift, fun skills, easy to play. Cons, you have not much super armor, kind of squishy because no demon form, Conviction, Judgment, rune management, and dom set. So if you can look past all of these, it's fun. It's fun, guys. It's fun. And yeah, this is basically how it plays. Like, look, this is basically how it plays. So let's say I just entered the boss room, okay? I want to use Conviction Judgment, which is on spinning weapon grind chain, right? So I want to activate it, and then Awakening, and then you just use your rest of your damage skills, and you just spam. Fuck it. You see, skill off cooldown, boom, spender, boom. That's basically it. What do you think about Slasher and instead of Rising Claw? Oh, I forgot to put that in the slide, huh? Okay. For full Swift builds, I probably recommend going Rising Claw simply because it generates more meter and you're gonna be using spenders more often. Probably if you're playing like 50-50 or full crit Nightmare, then I'd probably say use Slasher because the meter gen isn't really going to be an issue for you because you're going to have lower cool. You're going to be less spammy. So like it should be better to play with Slasher. Slasher is more damage, but it barely has any meter gain. Also, Slasher can apply your synergy too. So that's also a good thing. Anyways, guys, that wraps up the PS Hitmaster presentation. It doesn't seem like anyone has any question. I probably answered them all. Thanks for watching YouTube, and also thanks for being here in Twitch chat. And yeah. 10 out of 10. Thank you.